Today on an all-new Dr. Phil, he claims his wife is unfaithful.
He said she's sneaky and she's a cheater and a liar. Are you cheating?
No.
And tracks her every move.
He counts the condoms.
Yes.
Justified?
I opened the blanket just to see what she's wearing.
He caught you in this T-shirt thing.
A thing that has a button on the bottom.
It doesn't have a button.
Oh, okay. That's for easy access.
Or paranoid?
You are obsessed with finding out that this woman's having an affair. Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Okay, I want you to imagine this. Having to FaceTime your husband over 20 times a day and sweep the camera around to prove you're not lying about your whereabouts. And what if your husband left work at least 3 or 4 times during his shift just to drive by home to make sure that you're alone? Well, Angelique says her husband does all of that and more, including checking her body for sex bruises and asking his sister-in-law to send him pictures of Angelique sleeping to prove that she's not with another man. Now, Angelique says she's at the end of her rope, and if things don't change today, she's out the door. But Tommy says there's no way this is all in his head. He says he's come home and has caught his wife randomly wearing lingerie. And notice she has started deleting her entire phone history. Take a look.
I believe my wife, Angelique, has been having an affair for many months.
My nearly 10-year marriage to my husband is in trouble because he's convinced that I'm cheating on him.
I lost the trust that I have for her.
He doesn't trust me at all. All of his behaviors prove it.
She's been sneaky, selfish. She's a liar. I don't believe anything she says.
Tommy has become anxious, stressed, overbearing, and he's completely harassing me. It started when he was wanting a list of every single thing that I was doing every single day.
I work from 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. It's a perfect opportunity for her to cheat. I leave work all the time because I want to catch her if she's having phone sex with someone.
He will text me and demand that I take pictures of myself at home to make sure that I'm taking care of the kids.
Every time I tell her, I'm just gonna believe you, I'm crazy, I'm gonna trust you, she slips up again. Like, oh my God, like, what's going on?
He's confronted my ex on social media, he's confronted strangers on the street, and he's tried to keep me from working. He even took a leave of absence from his job so he can constantly keep an eye on me.
I found an old phone of hers, noticed that there was a guy's name popping up. She liked a picture of his. I asked her who he was, and she said she didn't know. I didn't believe her. I reached out to him on Facebook. He denied knowing her. I still don't believe him. I think this is the guy that she's been having an affair with. She gotta be on her toes every day with me. I know that she's hiding something. I'm always on top of it.
I just recently started working part-time, and Tommy now asks for my work login to make sure that I clocked in every single day. He will call me on my lunch break. He's always standing right there whenever I walk out of my shift. He sees some random bruise on my body. He always thinks that another man caused it. I want my husband back to normal. I feel like I cannot keep waiting for him to change. On a scale from 1 to 10, my marriage is a 1.
She'd rather let me go crazy than just admit it.
Okay, now, you guys have been together how long? You've been married 10 years, but how long have you been together?
We've been together since 2009.
When did you know that she was a cheater and a liar?
When I find out that she was still, like, talking to her ex.
Is this all that she lies about?
Like, what do you mean lie?
Well, does she lie about money? Does she lie about other things? What else she lie about?
Well, it's not really lies, but just, like, not the truth, you know?
Well, no.
So,
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. We came here to get to the bottom of this. You did not say she sort of lies. You said she lies. You say she's a cheater and a liar.
yes.
And now you say, well, not really lies. She just doesn't tell the truth.
Yeah, so...
There aren't versions of the truth. She's either a liar or she isn't.
So, yes, she lies sometimes to me.
You said she's sneaky and selfish, and she's a cheater and a liar. Charming.
Very.
Right?
Yeah, so.
And so I'm asking you, what all does she lie about? Just infidelity or other things?
Pretty much everything, you know, where she is and what she does, and it's just pretty much it, yeah.
All right, and you believe that she's having phone sex and that she's snuck someone into the house a couple of times, too.
Yeah, I think she had phone sex a couple of times, or still is, and right now it's like on pause, you know, because it's like I'm on high alert, and there was a lot of things that I noticed that started, and
yeah. So how do you know she's having phone sex?
Well, it started with this one time when I was sleeping at home, and I was pretty much awake, and she came in the house and pretty much was telling her sister, like, hey, I'm gonna take a shower today, and in a way it sounded like, look out for me, you know? And she went to take a shower, and I was like, okay, what's going on, you know? And it was kind of weird because she was taking a shower during the day, and I went and listened to the door, and next thing you know, like, I could have swore I heard other things in the bathroom.
Was the shower running?
Shower's running.
Was she wet when she came out?
She was wet, yeah. She came out wet, but it acted kind of weird, like she had something on her, and I didn't really want to search her or anything.
Did she what?
She came out when she came. So she came out after I got in, and then tried to listen, and then I went to the other room and tried to listen, and then
he basically thought I was hiding a phone. At the time, we had a spare phone, so he thought I was hiding it, and I was using it in the shower because my phone was in the room. So he thought I was letting my sister know, like, hey, can you keep an eye out for me? And then I was using the spare phone.
There was an affair before in the past with her ex, and I got over that, and everything went good. You know,
well, that's not exactly the way she sees that. I mean, you guys weren't together at that time, were you? Correct?
Correct. He doesn't see it that way.
I don't see it that way at all.
But you do?
Yes.
But you sent her letters saying, I'm breaking up with you.
Yeah. But then after, it's like, I didn't find out about him until later.
So she gets a letter and says, I'm breaking up with you. She says, okay. And so she goes on a date with somebody else, and then you go, why are you doing that? Well, you broke up with me.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, you can say that. But I didn't find out till after, you know? Didn't find out that she was with
broke up with her. She doesn't owe you an explanation.
I catch her with him somewhere, you know? And then...
You caught her with him somewhere?
Before, yeah. Well, like, I saw a picture in the car with them, like...
This was in the very, very, very beginning of our relationship.
We were young, though,
when we were still both going out and seeing other people. We weren't, like, actually together, and it was before we were married.
We weren't together, but, I mean, it was just still, like, you know, I found out in the car. She didn't tell, like, if she told me straight up, you know, it'd be cool. You know, like, just tell me straight up, you know?
Oh, we're going to tell you some things straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, next, from daily house inspections and checking to make sure Angelique isn't sleeping in sexy lingerie randomly, to making her FaceTime him to prove her whereabouts, Tommy admits he does it all because he knows. He doesn't think he knows his wife is cheating. So we're going to talk about his daily routines when we come back.
Every night, Tommy checks the entire house, claiming to be looking for a man.
And I head straight to the room. I make sure if the door is locked or not.
He'll check the closet.
And I open the door really fast, you know, hard, like, oh, like someone could be in there. I wake her up, and I open the blanket just to see what she's wearing.
And later, you took a leave of absence from work for 2.5 months.
Yeah, because I couldn't handle it. It just drive me crazy.
Tomorrow, a country music star's daughter.
She has threatened to kill me, her mother, and then kill herself.
Her devastating accusations.
She thinks I've hit her, choked her.
At 15, he leaned in for a French kiss. I pushed him away.
Never happened.
Against everyone in her family.
You feel like your mother stole your son from you.
I've lost my whole family. I have no one.
1 minute you're fine, the next minute you're saying, I want to kill my family.
That's tomorrow. Then, on Wednesday, why she lets her daughter get Botox.
I went for professional help.
Is this the person that told you it was okay to get Botox in a 15-year-old child?
Actually, the dentist talked me into it.
That's Wednesday.
When I was in the military during boot camp, she cheated on me.
There was a period in 2010 where he went to boot camp and we did break up and I was seeing someone else. I want to be clear about this. In letters, he was constantly breaking up with me. Finally, I had enough and I just decided to do my own thing. I was honest and I admitted to him that I was seeing someone else. Other than this time, I have never stepped out on Tommy, not one time. But he can't let it go.
Well, Angelique says Tommy is convinced she's been unfaithful and will do anything to catch her in the act. Take a look.
Every night when Tommy comes home from work, he has a strange routine. He checks the entire house, claiming to be looking for a man.
First thing I always do is I look outside, because we live right on the corner where cars could be parked, where it's not noticed.
Tommy starts at the kitchen and then he heads to the living room.
Then I head straight to the room. I make sure if the door is locked or not.
Check the door if it's locked. Usually when it's locked, I question her, why would she need to lock the door?
Then I open the door really fast, hard, like, oh, like someone could be in there.
He'll come in our room, he'll check the closet.
And usually I'll look at her drawers. Sometimes I'll just look and make sure she's not hiding anything.
Then next thing you know, I do is, it's kind of rude, but I wake her up and I open the blanket just to see what she's wearing. Because one time I caught her wearing something, like, not for me.
This makes me feel very violated. And if he's really paranoid, he'll go in our drawer and check how many condoms there is.
Then I'll look at the iPad, just in case she's using the iPad, because I'm still trying to find out what is she using, because her phone is too clean. It's way too clean. So it's like, damn, like, I want to put a camera in the room, but I'm too scared to face the truth.
Okay, so I made a list of your detective-like behaviors here.
Why?
Because you're vigilant, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so nightly routine, he inspects the entire house, right? He checks the drawers for sexy lingerie, that maybe you've purchased something you wear for somebody, not him. Mm-hmm. He caught you in this. On the left, okay, he caught you in this T-shirt thing, and...
It's a onesie. Look at it on the bottom. It has like a button.
It doesn't have a button. It doesn't have a button.
Oh, okay, that's for easy access. That's what you said, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Because we picked out what we thought would be sexy lingerie. That's on the right. But you think on the left is running a red light.
I mean, that's sexy right there, But
Yeah.
that's like sort of something,
But he caught you in this.
Yeah.
He didn't catch anything. He just saw me wearing a long sleeve
But he didn't know I was
onesie.
coming home.
And there's no button on the bottom. It's completely closed.
He counts the condoms, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you leave work 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, 4 or 5 times.
You'll text constantly throughout the shift, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Where are you? What's going on?
Yeah.
The total number of incoming calls, 394. The breakdown is as follows. Caller, Tommy, incoming 64, outgoing 52. Caroline incoming, that's your mom, right?
Yeah.
17, outgoing 30. Family, Violet, brother, sister, dad, incoming 75, outgoing 91. Miscellaneous, doctors, this business, creditor, school, incoming 30, outgoing 34. Total incoming 187, outgoing 207. Grand total 394. Why do you say that looks like she's scrubbed it?
More like
There's not one call missing.
it's a lot, It's a lot of things that you gotta look at,
Okay, point them out to me.
Social media,
No, we're talking about the phone records. You said she cleans her phone records, she scrubs it, so you can't find the calls.
phone record. Yeah, the phone record and like whatever she uses, she'll clean sweep, like swipe it out.
No. There's not one call missing. We got the printed phone record from the phone company and compared it to her phone log. There was not one call missing.
Yeah, that's right. And then there's other things I look at too.
No.
But he's
We're
telling
talking about this. You said she cleans her phone records up. She gets rid of calls because she's hiding who she's talking to. So we got the printed record from the phone company, compared it to what's left on the phone. There was not one call missing.
So he's telling you right now that you've been wrong about that.
That's good. I mean, I hope you can prove that I'm wrong, you know?
Well, you're
wanna be
Mr.
right.
Detective.
Yeah.
We made one phone call and got the phone record, and we compared it to her phone. Not one call missing.
That's good.
You want to apologize?
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, all right. Coming up, Angelique says Tommy will do anything to catch her cheating. He's even contacted a man named Joshua, whom he believes his wife has been seeing. Well, we contacted Joshua. You won't believe what he had to say, but you're going to find out after the break.
I don't think I'm paranoid. I don't think there's anything wrong with me.
Tommy began leaving his work at least 3 times a night just to drive by to see if anyone was at our house. He claims he heard someone while I was on the phone with him.
She left her phone on, and I heard her moaning over and over again. I know it's not in my head. I know I'm not crazy.
And later, why do you think your daughter's life's in danger?
How far will he go?
He even checks your bedroom.
Every corner.
I believe Angelique is cheating on me with someone from her past on social media.
Tommy's paranoia is so bad about me cheating that he knows all of my social media passwords. I've never fought him about it because I feel like it will prove that I'm not doing anything wrong. In 2017, Tommy saw my phone that there was a lot of likes on a former classmate's pictures.
I feel like sometimes she acts like she's not married.
Tommy immediately messaged a guy and asked him if there was something going on between us.
Even though I don't have any hard evidence, my instincts tell me that there's something that she's doing that's not okay.
Well, Tommy says he can't trust Angelique after she confessed to ending up in the arms of another man 7 years ago. Now, he admits he harasses her while she's at work, tracks her location all day long, and says he's even thinking of putting a camera in their bedroom. Angelique says she has never cheated on Tommy, and she is at her wit's end. Take a look.
Tommy's paranoia is out of control.
I don't think I'm paranoid. I don't think there's anything wrong with me.
Tommy was so stressed out about his fears of me cheating that he began leaving his work every single night, at least 3 times a night, just to drive by to see if anyone was at our house.
If I do sneak in just to see what she's doing.
He always knows my location because he tracks it on my iPhone. It never stops. There was a night 3 months ago, he claims he heard someone while I was on the phone with him.
She left her phone on, and I heard her moaning over and over again. When I confronted her, she was confused. Like her plan didn't work the whole time. She was thinking of a way to get out of it. After that, I couldn't go back to work. I couldn't leave the house.
He took an unpaid leave of absence just so he could be around me all the time.
I know it's not in my head. I know I'm not crazy. There's too many signs that my wife is cheating on me.
Well, we spoke to the suspect, Joshua, and this is what he had to say. Quote, "I got a message from Angelique's husband asking if I was seeing her. I made it clear that I had never met her and didn't even know she was married. I did give him advice. I said if he was suspicious that his wife was cheating on him, he probably shouldn't be in a relationship with her. Other than that, I deleted the message and moved on." You got that message from him?
Yep.
So what'd you think after that?
Well, I felt completely embarrassed, and I'm still embarrassed. This is new to me. So
You didn't know he contacted him?
he had told me he did, but he deleted the message immediately.
Oh, he deleted the message.
Oh, yeah.
So we know that somebody is hiding something in the marriage. It's just not her.
We don't know that.
You took a leave of absence from work for 2.5 months.
Yeah, because I couldn't handle it, you know? It's just driving me crazy.
Do you think that that's overreaction?
Yeah, I just thought, you know, she was doing something, and I don't know how to stop it, so.
Well, let's take a look at paranoid personality disorder. And I'm not saying that it's you, let's just take a look. It's a pattern of distrust and suspiciousness such that others' motives are interpreted as malevolent. And some of the traits and characteristics are suspects without sufficient basis that others are exploiting, harming, or deceiving them. They're preoccupied with doubts about the loyalty or trustworthiness of friends, in this case, more than a friend, reluctant to confide in others, reads hidden, demeaning, or threatening meanings in benign remarks or events, bears grudges, reacts quickly to perceived attacks on their character, has recurrent suspicions without justifications of infidelity.
Sounds about right.
You've involved family members in this, right?
Yeah, pretty much everybody.
Yeah. Tommy admits that he asked Angelique's 14-year-old sister to send him pictures of her while she's asleep to prove she's at home and alone, and has even confronted her about covering up for Angelique. Now, with Caroline's permission, we contacted Violet, and this is what she had to say regarding the situation. Quote, "There have been times where Tommy has texted me asking me to take pictures of my sister while she's sleeping. I have asked him not to text me anymore. This situation has ruined my relationship with him and my relationship with my sister. I feel like I have to pick sides, and I don't like it. Tommy thinks I'm covering up and sticking up for my sister, but I'm not. So you've dragged a minor into an adult situation. That's not okay."
Yeah, I know.
Angelique's mother, Caroline, says Tommy has become angry and paranoid, her word, not mine, and she fears for her daughter's life. We'll meet her when we come back.
Tommy thinks my daughter is a liar and a cheater, and that we all cover up for her.
I think her family knows about what's going on.
He's constantly questioning, we don't lie for her.
Angelique's mother, Caroline, says Tommy's controlling behavior needs to stop today. She says she's tired of walking on eggshells and living like she's in an institution while Tommy is the warden. Take a look.
Tommy thinks my daughter is a liar and a cheater, and we all cover up for her. He's always suspicious. He's constantly checking her whereabouts and checking her phone. I feel like we're always in trouble. Tommy does daily home inspections. Tommy will walk up to the door, look inside like he's doing an hourly check. He'll come in my room, check every corner while I'm asleep, and check the closets. Now I feel like I'm feeding into his paranoia by allowing him to do these things. I've known Tommy since he was 17. He's never acted like this before. I've confronted him about his behavior. He constantly tells me that I just don't know how good of a liar she is.
Her family covered up for her several times in the past. I think her family knows about what's going on.
We don't lie for her. I feel like my daughter's in a private prison and she can't get out.
Okay, I heard everything you said. I have a question for you. How do you feel about him involving your 14-year-old in this?
I feel like he's ruined their relationship.
And you think that it's sick and unhealthy and needs to stop, right? You're concerned.
It needs to stop.
Why do you think your daughter's life's in danger?
Because of her safety with him. If he can't trust her, how far will he go?
He even checks your bedroom.
He checks my bedroom.
See if there's a man under the bed or hiding in the closet.
Every corner.
Yeah.
I check if my blanket's in there. Pretty much. My pillows.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Does that sound reasonable to you?
No, I know I'm acting, been acting crazy, whatever. But
Okay, well, let me ask you something. Just go with me here, okay, guys? Because we're going to resolve this today.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I don't think I will. But, I
No,
mean, I'll
we'll
get better.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get better.
You may not resolve it, but they're going to. Let's just assume, for argument's sake, you're right. She is cheating.
All right.
So what are you going to do now?
I'm work on getting better. Maybe back to myself. And being better at, I don't know, just feel like I got closure. Maybe just move on. I'm still gonna be with her if she wants to.
That's a crock. That's a crock. You said you caught Joshua. You caught it with Joshua. I wrote it down, got it right here. You said, finally caught her and decided I will just let it go.
So you're saying
how in the hell does that make sense? You're leaving work, you're checking closets, you're checking drawers, you are obsessed with finding out This woman's having an affair. You nail it down. You know who it is. You got her cold, and you said, yeah, I'll just drop it.
I thought I did, so, yeah.
And you just dropped it.
I mean, hopefully I get better with myself.
No. Answer my question. You are obsessed with it, and in your mind, you caught her dead to rights and then just dropped it.
Yeah, I guess.
How do you explain that?
I'm confused. I don't know what I want to do.
Dr. Phil, sometimes I feel like, is this all an elaborate joke?
Oh, it's not a joke to him. This is ruining his life. Angelique says that some days Tommy gets so angry that he can't prove she's cheating that he'll pack up and leave for days. But she says the next time he leaves, she really doesn't know if she should let him come back. Well, I'm getting ready to tell him exactly what I think should happen here. We'll be right back.
After Tommy's mom died almost 3 years ago, he started spending a ton of money on partying and charging it all on our credit cards. He was pulling out cash from the credit cards to gamble. I discovered that we're about $20,000 in debt. We moved in with my mom in her small one-bedroom home, so there's 5 of us in one room. This is our room. Definitely doesn't fit 5 bodies. I now have a part-time job, and I actually went behind his back to apply for it. We have no savings, no emergency money. Our problems go way beyond his fears of me cheating.
Well, Caroline says her son-in-law's paranoia is consuming his life and ruining his marriage to her daughter. She says not only is he convinced Angelique is cheating, but he has also thrown the entire family into financial ruin. Well, I want to start unraveling this ball. And are you cheating on your husband?
No.
Has he asked you straight up if you're cheating?
Yes.
And have you answered him?
Yes.
Don't ever answer him again.
Okay.
Don't ever answer him again. You two are entering into this delusion that he has. And you are enabling him incredibly. You're enabling him incredibly. And you're playing the game. You have to stop playing the game. It doesn't have anything to do with you cheating. It has to do with anxiety. The number one fear in life is rejection. Not just for him, for everybody. The number one need is acceptance. The number one fear is rejection. And apparently, he has a problem with both. And so you're getting tested every day. He's giving you a test. And what he has to do is get reassurance every day that you're not rejecting him, that you're accepting him, that there's not somebody else. And so he digs in there and finds, oh, nothing there. It's like getting a fix with heroin. It reduces his anxiety for just a few minutes, and then he goes and checks something else. Okay, the gate's locked. Oh, okay. Then he goes over here and he says, oh, this looks suspicious. Now you have to deny it. Then when you deny, he goes, okay, I tested her and she passed. And so every time you do that, it gives him a fix and reduces his anxiety. You can't fix his problem.
That's right.
Okay? So he's wanting reassurance. If he wants to come by and drive by the house, fine. You can't control that. But you don't have to answer FaceTime. You don't have to answer 50 texts. You don't have to answer 50 phone calls. And if he comes home and pulls the covers back on you, throw a bucket of water in his face. This is ridiculous. You cannot solve his problem by constantly playing the game. Don't play the game.
Okay. What was that?
And the fact that the two of you are allowing him to abuse your minor child, shame on you. If he is going to do that, then he is to have no further contact with her. Cut him off, get him out, do not let him talk to her anymore. She's saying, he has confused me, he has hurt me, he's ruined my relationship with him, he's ruined my relationship with you. She's been pulled into this, and that's not okay. We're going to find out the origin of all this when we come back.
Being here on this show is my last hope. I want her to stop cheating and never do it again.
If Tommy has a problem with something or he wants to accuse me, he doesn't hide it, not even from the kids. Recently, I had a conversation with my 6-year-old, and he asked me why I had a mad face on all the time. I fear my kids will grow up thinking this abnormal behavior is okay, and it's not. If Tommy doesn't get help, I have to leave. I cannot help anyone that does not want to help themselves.
She has to realize it's time to grow up.
Wow. It's hard to take back stupid, isn't it? Now, I have a feeling that Tommy has a little better view of things than he did when he said that, because I'm hoping some things are coming into a clearer light now than perhaps they were then. Now, Tommy, you haven't always been this way, have you?
No.
In fact, for a good part of your marriage and your relationship, you guys have been pretty happy, right?
Yeah.
When did you lose your mother?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago. I don't know the exact date.
Mm-hmm. And how long has she been married to your stepfather?
Most of her life, I guess.
What did he do after she died?
I got with another girl.
And not long after that, you decide you can't really trust love.
Yeah, I can't trust, yeah.
Do you think that might have something to do with the fact that you are hypersensitive to fidelity and trust, to the point that you say, I have become hypervigilant?
I thought about it, but, you know, I got over it, and then there's something that, we have, you know, our own little history that kind of triggered our own little, this paranoid thing. So it's like...
But do you think you were ripe to be triggered by the fact that you have this history?
Possibly. Could be, yeah.
There's an old saying, what I fear, I create. Because you're a good-looking, charming guy. You keep this up, she'll cheat with an ugly guy. She'll go anywhere. She'll look anything. I mean, come on. You're being very difficult to love because you are insulting her integrity as a woman. And she's not going to put up with this much longer. No. You need help with this. You need a little help on your own first. And then I think you should be in couples therapy and renegotiate the definition of your relationship. You don't need to divorce him yet.
I don't want to yet.
No, but if he were to keep this up, you would have no choice. But he's not going to keep this up because you're going to take the help that I'm offering you and you're going to get yourself straightened up, then you're going to get in some couples therapy and y'all are going to redefine this. And there's nothing wrong with transparency in a relationship, but it has to be reasonable. Now, if I arrange this for you, will you get some help?
Yeah, no problem.
She's not cheating on you. Take the help, all right? Okay. Coming up, is a balanced diet all it takes to keep your family healthy? We'll show you what else you may need when we come back. Well, you have questions, we have answers. It's time again for Ask Dr. Phil series, and Stephanie and her husband, Jonathan, have 3 children, ages 5 to 13. Now, they try to make sure their children eat a balanced diet, but they wonder, are they getting the right nutrients? Take a look.
Mommy, are you making smoothies?
Yeah.
Yay, smoothies! I am a Midwestern housewife, and I'm also an author. It is not easy taking care of 3 children with different schedules and personalities and needs. And I'm usually the last to take care of myself.
Life at home with 3 children is frenetic and frantic.
I'm extremely concerned about my children's health.
The main thing that our children want to eat is chicken fingers without any limit at all.
I like everything because I'm always hungry.
I worry every single day that they're not getting the nutrients that they need.
I can see the little green pieces of kale.
We give a basic vitamin. I don't take vitamins religiously. It is completely overwhelming shopping for vitamins. There are so many on the market. Vitamins most certainly are not cheap. My family definitely needs a vitamin that's healthy, good for you, and affordable. And they'd love to take it. Sign me up.
Well, Stephanie and Jonathan, thanks for being here. The first thing I want to know is what kind of lizard was on your daughter's head?
A bearded dragon.
A bearded dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she certainly got my respect, I can tell you that. So what would be an ideal solution when it comes to your children's nutrition?
Well, it's tough to get them to eat anything healthy because all they want is sugar. And there's so much on the market. And so I don't know what to choose. I want to get enough nutrients in them. And I want it to be simple that it's going to taste good without all the sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bearded dragon sandwich or something like that. And Jonathan, I know you and Stephanie are both motivated to stay healthy as well, right?
For me especially so, I'm an older father, so I want to make it to triple digits to see my kids grow up. And we don't take as many vitamins as we should, even Steph and me.
So, well, now you don't have to choose between what's affordable and what's best for your family, because I have a surprise for you. There is a company called Hello Bello that created the best products for your children without breaking the bank. And that's been really kind of their mission statement. And there's another surprise, because to help explain all of this, please give a warm welcome to actress Kristen Bell. You guys all know Kristen is the star of the comedy series The Good Place and the drama series Veronica Mars. And as you may have heard by now, Kristen and her actor-director husband, Dax Shepard, have partnered with my son, Jay, to create this brand new line of baby and toddler products, Hello Bello. Kristen, what motivated you to get involved with Hello Bello?
I think it was from a deep-seated belief that no parent should have to choose between their baby or their budget. We have such access to healthy products now, and we wanted to make them available for everyone, but we also wanted the price point to be realistic, what people can afford.
Because you guys have 2 children, right?
We do. And this is what we use on our kids. Because I chose what went in it, and my husband chose the price point, and we found that that's a really good compromise.
Well, let's take a look at these. Y'all come down and we'll take a look at these. Hello Bello is introducing a new line of vitamins, right?
Well, it's exciting for us because there's, we started the line because we wanted to create an organic multivitamin for children, for men, and for women, so you don't forget. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of them. But we have prenatals, we have hair, skin, and nails, and there's great supplements in them. Elderberry for the immune system, melatonin for sleep and other botanicals, B12 for energy, and they're all kind of tasty gummies, and there's no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, and all of our vitamins are affordable.
Yeah, Stephanie, what do you think about what we're saying here?
Do I get to take them all home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'll sweep them in.
So, Jonathan, what do you think?
If my wife wants it, I'm going to make sure she gets it.
Yeah, there you go. Right answer. Well, look, the entire Hello Bello line is available at your nearest Walmart, or you can order them on Walmart.com and have free 2-day shipping on orders of $35 or more. So they even make that affordable for you. And you can also sign up to get a convenient subscription to the products on HelloBello.com. And Stephanie and Jonathan, Hello Bello has a special surprise gift of health for you. They're giving you a 6-month supply of vitamins for your entire family, okay? So yes, you do get to take them all home. All right? I'd like to give thanks to all of my guests today, and a very special thanks to Kristen Bell. For more information about today's show, log on to drphil.com. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to my free podcast, Fill in the Blanks. We'll see you next time.